The United Nations is warning today of an approaching global water crisis because of pollution, global warming and overconsumption.
The water crisis on our planet is becoming more dire and the search for solutions more urgent.
To South Africa, where President Ramaphosa is holding emergency meetings to address the country's deepening energy crisis.
Iran has some of the biggest reserves of natural gas and crude oil in the world, but the government is rationing electricity and telling citizens to do the same.
Most estates in Nairobi have in the recent past experienced consistent water and electricity shortage.
Hi, my name is Rafael Zalara and this is our team. We're highly enthusiastic students from the Describtion Intellectual School of Science and Math in Uralsk, and I'm here to introduce our project REGEN, our microbial fuel cell and water purifier system that uses organic matter to clean wastewater and generate ecologically clean electricity. Around the world, many rural communities lack two basics: clean water and reliable power. Today, nearly half the world's population live in rural areas, yet only 60% of those communities have access to safely managed drinking water. Over 680 million people globally still have no electricity, the vast majority in remote regions. This deficit fuel health risk and limit livelihood. People often walk miles for water or depend on unsafe fuel at night. REGEN is here to tackle both shortages together. REGEN is a modular machine that could be placed in every garden of residents in countryside. You pour dirty wastewater that used in domestic or farm activities into the machine. Water go into the single-chamber microbial fuel cells, the MFC. In the MFC, electrogenic bacteria consume the waste, producing electrons and electric current. Afterwards, the fluid flows through several filter layers: gravel, sand, activated charcoal, and others, to remove turbidity and contaminants. At the heart of REGEN, the electrogenic bacteria Salmonella algae that forms a thick biofilm on the anode electrode. In anaerobic digestion, these microbes oxidize organic substrates, in our case acetate, into CO2, releasing electrons and protons in the process. The electrons flow from the biofilm through the anode, then via an external circuit to the cathode, generating a voltage. In effect, bacteria act like a living battery, breaking down waste and shuttling electrons to the electrode. Let's break down REGEN's components. The incoming water first hits crucial screen to trap debris. There, single-chamber microbial fuel cells start to work. The organic matter in wastewaters getting used by bacteria to create electrons. After that, the controlling Arduino sensor opens a gate after some time passes. When the gate opens, the water flows through a U-shaped tube to the next level, the filtration purification level. There, water getting purified by gravel, sand, and activated charcoal layer to remove particulates and absorb organic wastes. In tests, the setup removed over 85% of turbidity. About electronics, an Arduino microcontroller monitors pH, temperature, and other measurements. These measurements right away showed in our app, personally made for REGEN project. After conducting several biological wet lab practices, experiments on this topic, we have tested several mud sediments from under the rivers. We're going to our local rivers to dig into the river sediments, collected some mud and tested all of them, poured different chemical ingredients like acetate, lactate, vinegar. REGEN demonstrates how smart bioengineering can close the loop. Throughout our huge scientific research, we found out that it is highly scalable, low cost, and ideal for off-grid villages and farms. Can you just imagine that we're gonna create an organic electrons that give us electricity from organic bacteria, the living organisms? This is our one step into further innovative and sustainable future. We believe that this solution can empower communities and solve water and electricity scarcity problems. Thanks for your attention.